I'm going to show you a brand new way to cheese Radahn. This time around, there is no stage 2. There's an exploit you can use to entirely skip stage 2 of Radahn. I'm also going to show you how you can cheese stage 1 so that the whole process straight through will be pretty painless, relatively painless, depending on how it goes. So there's a decent amount of prep you got to do in order to do this. Otherwise, if you already can beat stage 1, then you only need to do a little bit of this prep. Or you could actually, it depends. It depends on how good you are, what your situation is. But I'm going to show you all the prep so that you could do this, even if you're someone who's struggling at every part of Radahn. I'm going to show you the prep for how to cheese stage 1 and skip stage 2 with the brand new exploit for Radahn. So in order to do this, you're going to need to get a crafting recipe from the nomadic merchant down here in Caelid. That recipe costs, I think, 4,000 runes. And it will let you make rot bone arrows and bolts. From there, you're going to have to farm thin beast bones and get some Aeonian butterflies. Also recommend getting some flight pinions. They don't really take long, just kill some birds. You find them all over the place. The big thing is going to be the Aeonian butterflies. In order to get the Aeonian butterflies, you can find 2 of them at a church right here. And you can find a bunch of them all throughout this swamp. In particular, right by Commander Neil, there's a little cubby somewhere around here that you can just grab like 5 of them. In total, you can get like, 7 to 10 of them or whatever through there. Then you can go ahead and craft your rot bone arrows. You really don't need that many, honestly. You only need enough to get through stage 1, because what we're going to be doing today, all we got to do is beat stage 1, and then we just win. The other thing that I'm going to do is put on this shield called the large leather shield. If you have a better shield, use a better shield. This one might not even be good enough. So you're going to take this shield. You get it from the Church of Ela for 600 runes. Also, don't forget to stop at this merchant down here. I don't know the map for Caelid on this brand new character, but he's down here on the beach to get a bow. You'll need a bow or a crossbow, depending what arrows you make. If you already have one, that's fine, though. But just go ahead and buy the short bow from this guy if you don't have a bow. Next up, you're going to want an Ash of War called Vow the Indomitable. You can find it over here just off. I have this new character I'm showing it on because I have to get on this character, but it's in a big swampy place over here underneath of the village of Albinurix. It's really easy to find. You just go to this bottom left area of Lake Liurnia, come in from the east entrance, and then go to this teardrop scarab, and then hopefully beat it up before it disappears. All right, so there's Vow of the Indomitable. Now, last thing you need, most you will have, but maybe not, is you'll need a whetstone knife in order to equip an Ash of War, which if you need one of those, you can get one of those at Gatefront in an underground area with a chest, which is going to be located right over here. From the side of Grace, you just head over to the east, and then you can go over here and jump over this wall. And right over here is an underground area. You go into here, and that is where you can get a whetstone knife so that you can equip that Ash of War onto the shield. That Ash of War is for the shield, and that is where we're going to want to go ahead and put it. So there's a whetstone knife. If you don't know how to put Ashes of War on, go to Bonfire or Grace. I mean, once you have that, go to your Ashes of War, pick the shield, pick Vow of Indomitable, pick Sacred or Stand, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go with Standard because it gives me more physical protection. And then I'm good to go. Now I have everything that I need. In order to use it, I press the left heavy attack and it will do that. Which, using this Ash of War, makes you temporarily invincible for about 1 second or so when you're glowing yellow, which is going to be really useful for what we're about to do. One other thing I highly recommend also is going to the Isolated Merchant Shack up in Caelid, and you'll want to buy from him poison arrows, serpent arrows. Ideally, you're going to want to buy like 25. I don't know if to buy them right this second, but I'll get them in a sec. But yeah, you need to like, I would say 25 be safe. 15 is probably a minimum, but 20 plus is where like the sweet spot is of like guaranteed getting a poison on Radahn. We need to get poison and raw on Radahn to get through stage 1 easily. Although if you can beat stage 1 easily and you're only struggling with stage 2 and that's why you're looking at this video, then you don't have to bother with almost any of this prep because all we got to do is beat stage 1. There is no stage 2 with the exploit I'm going to show you. Now, up at Fort Ferrith, we're at Fort Ferrith right now. We're going to jump over this wall and head to the south and then go over to here. And from here, we can jump down. So go to this ledge right here and then jump again. And that will happen. The camera can look different every time, but that, that works. Then you choose Stake of Marika. This will get you to Radahn. This is not the best way to do. If you've gone to Radahn normally, just go to him normally, because doing it this way bugs out the summons, and then there's like not enough summons. There's like a third as many summons as you're supposed to have, which could make this a lot harder. Okay, with all that prep out of the way, now what you're going to do is you're going to have a bow equipped and a shield. Shield's going to have Vow of the Indomitable. For the bow, you're going to have poison arrows and raw arrows equipped. If you don't know how to use them, it's, I don't know, like heavy attack and light attack for whatever side you have it on in order to use them. Now we're ready to fight Radahn. Now, if you got here the cheese way, the summons are broken. You can only do 3 basically ever, and then the maiden one that doesn't fight. If you did it normally, then you're just going to summon like a ton of summons. But otherwise, you'll get these 3 summons if you did the exploit way that I showed. And that is going to be all that you get. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to get behind this stuff one by one. Just wait for him to be done fighting, shooting the arrows. Wait, you're basically waiting until your summons get up to him. Because you just want to have him stop shooting arrows at you. And then we got to go run up to him, get on our horse, and go run up to him. Okay, so once he has the aggro of the summons, you can approach him. It's time to shoot him with poison arrows. I would just keep your distance, be safe, and you want to, if he's going to chase you, you want to lure him away from the fort. So I'm going to hang out over in this side so that if I can draw his aggro, he'll actually get away from the fort. Because I want him to de-render when I head over to the fort. Would be amazing if I can pull that off. If not, you got to just run around and avoid him after you do this. So we got to get the poison on him and then the rot. We have the poison now. Now we just got to get the rot if he'll ever stand still. Oh, she does not want to stand still this time. I cannot hit him with the rot. This is why I brought lots of arrows. So this stage is not too dangerous. We just got to keep hitting him with the rot until we got him on rot. Should be a few more arrows if I can just get him. So we're already in the next stage, but I got him with the rot now. But I don't want to run away till he changes aggro to those guys. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to summon this for good measure. So that hopefully he will de-render instead of chasing me over to the shore. But maybe not. It's not always easy to get him to de-render. So I'm going to run all the way over here. We're going to get right to the edge of the shore. And then we're going to turn around and see if he de-rendered or not. We'll see if we pulled him far enough. Hopefully we did, because that's the easy way to do it. If not, we got to run around and dodge him for a sec. Alright. Well, I didn't de-render him, but he might not even get to me before stage 2. No, he's fighting my one summon. Yeah, he's going to go stage 2. So go ahead and get off the horse. Get your shield out. Get over to the edge. Get as close as you can without falling off. Hold your shield up and get ready to use Indomitable Vow. The timing is really tight here. So get ready and... there you go. Stage 2 of Radahn has been defeated. Radahn's Great Rune, remember to the Starscourge. So again, that Ash of War was called Vow of the Indomitable. And yeah, if you stand over here on the edge, then he will come flying in like that. And he will fall off to his death because water kills everything in this game. So that's the new way to cheese Radahn. That's been blown up all over the internet. Yeah, so that makes it easy. No more stage 2. Just all you gotta do is hang out by the water while you're fighting him and run over there and then Golden Vow. You can also, I assume, at least I haven't tested it, but I assume as long as you're standing on that edge, when it comes in, you could probably just dodge roll away as well, maybe? Not sure exactly. Not sure if the timing's tight on that or not. You can't just normal block, though. I took a normal shield and blocked, and it just killed me instantly on that character, so not entirely sure about that one. But yeah, with Vow and Indomitable, it's easy. You can just get him for sure like that as long as you time it right. The timing's really tight, actually. I tested it a few times. You're gonna have to time it like very late, like very last second, or else it will wear off while the damage is still proccing in the area, and then it'll hit you anyway and kill you no matter what. So you gotta get that timing just right, but it's totally doable. That's a way to make it much easier to cheese Radahn Stage 1 and Stage 2 in Elden Ring.